friendly.
No!
Threat neutralized.
God!
Objective parameters obtained.
EKIA.
No! God, please, no! No!
He's done.
No!
Stitched him up.
No!
EKIA.
Welcome to Tech Evolve. If you enjoy this content, then please like and subscribe to the channel. Also consider becoming a part of the Discord community. Link in the description.
In today's video, we are doing a revisit video of Black Ops 2 here in 2021. I kinda did do all the Black Ops series up to Cold War, and that was in fact my latest coverage of Black Ops 2. However, I kinda flew by this game, and we didn't really talk about it in detail. So today is a dedicated video on the subject, and today we're gonna talk mostly about the community, because well, on YouTube at this point in time, well, it came out in 2012. Am I really gonna add to the conversation at this point in any other aspect? I don't think so. So it makes sense to just cover what is relevant. And what is most relevant is the overall experience, the accessibility, and also community. During my time playing, I used both the controller and also keyboard and mouse. Now it's worth to point out right now that Black Ops 2 on PC does not have any aim assist when it comes to controller. This definitely makes for a more challenging experience when coming up against other keyboard and mouse players, so don't expect to jump into this and then get 360 no-scopes right off the bat. It isn't gonna happen, my friend. But you know me, I am not impartial to a bit of a challenge. I like to experience games in different ways, so this time around as well, I did something a little bit different from my keyboard and mouse play. I decided on using no kill streaks whatsoever, and I kinda wanted to see how it compared to having no aim assist on controller, but using kill streaks, and to see what the difference actually was. Making a long story short, I did better on the keyboard and mouse as you would expect. And although the accessibility is there to use whatever input device you want to use, there is no doubt, and like you didn't see this coming or anything, but the keyboard and mouse is the superior input. Definitively. If you add aim assist, however, I think it could flip on its head. For instance, I know a lot of users that actually use a controller on Black Ops 3, thanks to how powerful the aim assist is in CODs. But the whole point I'm trying to make is that the accessibility is there for what input you want to use, and it's not going to be a chill or anything, but if you do enjoy a challenge, it's not the most awful experience you're gonna have. And I am proof that you can actually score pretty good even against keyboard and mouse players if you keep your core principles of FPS in check. One of the great winning points about Black Ops 2 on PC is not only the higher frame rate, but also the better resolution and low system demand. For instance, if you've played this game before on say a console, this is actually quite a good example of the difference between PC gaming of that era. It also serves as a good transition for those who want to experience what FPS gaming has to offer on PC compared to, well, the console variants. Like, I think the main reason why people come back to CODs like this is because of the nostalgia factor, and to have that in a much higher resolution, smoother experience, it almost feels like a remaster if you compare it to something like the PS3 port. It's actually amazing to compare the Cold War maps to the original OG Black Ops 2 as well, because you can tell that COD really hasn't advanced that much, and I would pick Black Ops 2 over it any day. My main reason for coming back to it in 21 was to get that nostalgia factor, and you most certainly will get your fill if you come back and, well, experience the game once again. However, now it's time to talk about the bad. But before we talk about that, I just want to do a little bit of a disclaimer. This is the core game. I'm not talking about the legit modded version. I think the mod is called Plutonium. They have servers where they have a pretty good anti-cheat system in place. However, I'm not going to say that you're not going to come across anyone that's hacking, because I have seen here on YouTube people playing it with silent aims on. So yeah, there's definitely a bit of that, and there's always going to be that when it comes to COD and PC. However, I would suggest that you go and play that server and that version, because you will have the overall better experience than the base game here in 21. So it's definitely no surprise to anyone that there is still hackers within Black Ops 2 here on PC, and actually it's quite an infection. It is honestly the weakest point about playing the game, and well, has always been the weakest point about playing COD in general. Activision really doesn't care, the devs don't care once it's out of the life cycle, because it's all about bringing the new COD, and it's all just about making money really. They don't want to waste time and resources into old games, but I guess that's why mods like Plutonium actually exist. The biggest problem I would say is that they're so easy to get a hold of. You can literally search for 5 minutes maybe and you'll find one. Anyone with even little knowledge about doing things like this can make an injectable program. For example, this is an aimbot that I made, and well, if I can do it, then sure as hell anyone else can. Like, I'm not even the most knowledgeable person when it comes to doing things like this, but again, with just a little bit of knowledge of the programs being used, this game is far too easy to break, and all the other CODs in fact are the same. I would just like to point out that I didn't use this aimbot online. I've also dismantled the programs and the files to actually use it. It's all deleted now off my PC. I hope that I've built enough goodwill karma with my honest opinions and stuff like that, that you can actually trust me when I say that, because if I see someone using aimbot, I don't trust them usually, in a custom game or otherwise. A lot of you guys will already know this, but it's actually very easy to actually get cheats without even needing to inject anything into your game. The more common hacks on PC in regards to like this method is hitting max level and also unlocking all the camos. However, it's not uncommon on the console versions to actually see mod menus, and this method is known as an infection hack. Basically what you do is you go to a player's profile that actually has the hacks, you watch a video that they've edited, and as you're watching the video it injects the mod into your, well, game. The information is stored in your temporary files, and this is really hard to detect. So yeah, that is the worst part about Black Ops 2 in 2021. Hacks are literally everywhere, and quite literally an infection. And that is not changed, unfortunately. Do I recommend this game? Well, if you're going to be playing it in 21, you need to just know that these things do exist, and you just gotta have to make a judgment call on whether or not these things will annoy you enough to make you not want to play the game, what kind of hours you're gonna get, and also think about the fact that plutonium does exist, and I think you can actually play Black Ops 2 now for free using that. The current population of the game isn't that big neither, with around 320 average players. So with that last note, I think that's going to do it for my look of Black Ops 2 in 2021. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button. Also get subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.